Hello. Hi. Hello. My name is Term. Hello. Hi. Hi. My name is Term. I'm the Axel of the Lighthouse, and I do my best to create a calm and cozy atmosphere for those of us just trying to find refuge from the storms of day to day life. That will probably not be going on the business card, but it is true nonetheless. I hope you all are having a lovely day. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Axolotl Boy. I've been doing a wonderful. Hello, Cypher. I see adding to the chug counter as always. Hello, Cloud Bear. Wonderful to see you. As well as. Actually, that looks like the only people who have currently put in stuff. So, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're all having a lovely time. Uh, yeah, today's been pretty good. I hope you all have had a lovely day as well. Uh, Today's been my day off from work. I've spent it kind of just chilling, hanging with the crew, doing just enjoying myself, just enjoying myself. uh I should probably go ahead and ask, how are you doing, Pitchfork? How are things in your line of work? How's your day been, even while we've been lounging around the lighthouse? Was that it? Squeaky? Family Pitchfork's feeling squeaky. Valid, honestly, understandable. Oh, I've started to learn C sharp coding. Ooh. Well, that's always fun. I know C is like one of those really dependable like coding systems. Oh, why would you bat them? Why would you bat them? What did they do? What did Pitchfork do? Can't believe this. Swear. Swear. Unforgivable. Immoral even. Oh, but I hope you're all having a wonderful time. I've been doing good. I've been doing good. I'm still aw. That makes it all better. Oh God. But yeah, I've been doing well. I've been spending time around. I've been watching some fun stuff. I gave Elle a a tour of the lighthouse, as it were, or at least of the place. Newest of years, absolutely the newest of years, 2026. If you add all the numbers in 2026 together, you get 10. So enjoy that. Enjoy that little fun fact. Enjoy that. Uh, Not really sure if it's useful at all, but it is cool. Today's going to be a pretty generally easy day. I'm gonna be working on one of my bingo card things, which is I'm gonna be working on a set of business cards. I'm hoping that it all turns out really well. I'm hoping that I do a good job. I also have a couple business cards that I have because, fun fact, whenever I go to a convention, I like to hold on to them. I like any business card that a group has, I like to pick up because they're like little bits of art. They're little bits of art that you just get for free. Oh no. And that's why you should never play with matches, kids. Anyway, oh, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to show you all some really fun stuff. I hope you're having a fun time, Elle. You as well. It's wonderful to have you here. Oh, I have a lot of fun stuff I've added to stream that I've been playing around with. It's very fun, very nice. I'm very excited. I've spent the last year has been interesting to say the least. Oh, I mean, arson will do that to you. Yeah, yeah. God, it's been almost 4 years. It's almost been a whole presidential term. Ba da ba ba da bum. Oh, but yeah, that's gonna be generally the sort of thing that I'm gonna be going with. I need to turn the music down a little bit. But I think I will go ahead and I will see y'all in a one sec while I get the thing. Presidential what? Say that again. Okay, I am here. Bye bye. Bye. This one work? It does. Okay. I wanted to make sure the pat still worked. You have 3 minutes. Shit, there's a cooldown. Yeah, of course there's a cooldown. You think I'd not put a cooldown on an explosion? What kind of person do you take me for? Do you want this thing to just be explosions nonstop? God, there'd be no house left. It'd just be light. Quite literally. That'd be all there is. You just see a giant mushroom cloud that never disappears on the horizon. I guess it would still achieve the same goal. You could see it from anywhere. Honestly, I've been thinking of now that I got my own art tablet. I've been thinking of maybe trying my hand and making some stream avatars as well. I'm thinking I might try my hand at them. We'll see. We'll see. It depends on how I'm feeling because it unfortunately the creative process does require a lot from me. But as you can see, hello, hi. I wanted to do the beginning of the stream, just kind of going over some of the like business cards that I have received over time. That would be cool. Yeah, maybe make like a baseline one and then like work from there. I think it'd just be neat. I like exploring these different kinds of like things. They are a lot of fun to make. Yeah. But hello. Over the years, I have I've collected a fair number of business cards from different groups and stuff like that. And I just really enjoy the I like the things that some people do with them. So much so that I actually want to take a second and like go through some of these before I actually like start getting down to brass tacks, kind of see what I want to add onto each of them. One of the things I like to do with business cards, if I have a pin that I'm not the biggest fan of, I'm having to do this in reverse. I'll actually use it to keep the business cards together. Like one that I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's a good pin. It's well put together. It's kind of neat, but like, it's not one that I would put on anything. I kind of just use it to keep things together. Seems like a decent way of doing this stuff. So this first set right here is these aren't in any particular order. I kind of just put them together as I see fit. I mean, I need to hold these upside down so y'all can see them. This one right here was for Marcotte Studios. It looks like. There we go. Yeah, but like, they like just a little tiny piece of art of like one of their characters. Just being like a little thing. And like I never really thought that like business cards could be I never really thought that business cards could be like square. Like these little single things. Like there's Mousu art, there's some of their stuff. They got like their socials there. They got their little symbol on the back, some fun stuff. Like these square ones are really neat. I don't think that they're probably good for my purposes, but I think they're just cool. We got here we are. Five Booze. Yeah, fivebooze.com. Always fun. As well as, their little QR code. I kind of dig having a QR code. I think that would be very useful because everybody has a phone nowadays, and everybody has a QR. Like everybody's phone can scan QR codes. Seems like a decent way to get people to the things that I need them to get to. I will think about it, obviously. Like, that is what this entire stream is going to be about, basically. It's just me brainstorming, but, you know. Here is the, like, person that I got that pin from. They had, like, a little gambling thing, like a little spinny wheel. And so I was like, yeah, and I got a little, I got like, a pin from it. I love the business cards that actually show off cool things instead of just being like, here's our website, right? Like I love seeing stuff where like it's just people putting in some of their like actual skill and talent into stuff instead of just being like, oh, here's a white card with stuff on it. Here is all the dragons. They're like a pin manufacturer. Why? So as I was saying, dragons. You can't keep me down forever. You may be able to kill me, but not for long. I'll just keep coming back. But yeah, like they make like little dragon pins, and so that like I love all these little designs that they got here. You know, there's some of the stuff that they've done. They're on Etsy. I'm also realizing I'm also just showing off some of the like merch groups that I've gone to and seen like at conventions. So like, if any of these seem neat, like do feel free to give them like a good look cuz like, here is another one. Next time. Also, thank you for the follow, Calico. I hope you're having a lovely day so far. We're currently brainstorming some different business card ideas because I've I've had it up to let me see if I can. I've had it up to right about, I don't know, maybe there. You guys can't tell. But like I've I've had it I've been pretty, I've had to tell people like, hey, I do streaming, and then they're like, oh shoot, where do you do stuff, and like, what's your username? And I'm like, oh god, oh no, oh god, no, get a notebook, please. And they're like, no, I bet I can remember. I'm like, you can't. I promise you, you can't. And then they're like, nah, try me. And I'm like, Terminian Link VT. And they're like, yep, I should have gotten a notebook. And I'm like, right. And then stuff happens. So I need to make a set of business cards at some point. This one here's kind of okay. I mean, the one side right here, very very nice. I like all the different stuff that they got, and then like their little QR code thing here with all their socials. I think that could probably be decorated better, but also some. I can't really fault them when they have all this amazing stuff on the front here. I've had it up to half the webcam with this. Yeah, exactly. Ooh. This one, there's also some like this where it's like, this is literally just a piece of paper with some stuff on it. I like the black and white font with like the stuff. It kind of fits. The only unfortunate thing is that it's completely blank on the back. So I feel like it's a bit of wasted potential. One way or another, I'm going to have to design basically two business cards, and that's going to be strange because essentially I'm doing one side of one and then doing the other. There's this one here, kind of looks like, like a almost like a tarot card almost, with like playing cards and a white rabbit, and they got their stuff here. You know, they do like engraving and illustrations and stuff like that. Uh oh god, here's one. See, here's one that only shows up for like purchases. I'm pretty sure this was just a set of pens. And they were just like, yeah, thank you for your purchase of pens. Could I perchance give you some inspiration for your cards? Feel free to drop it in the Discord. Like, I probably won't be finishing the design tonight. Like, it will be something I work on later. So anything I get for other stuff I'm always down for. I think I got this one earlier last year because like the person Yeah, multimedia artist, musician, founder and director of Team Neutron. Got to have the goal to do it all. Always fun. Always fun. And this person showed up. Like I said, all of these are for, and this one isn't even a business card. It just looked cool. It was like part of a set of pins. I just I like the feel of it. It's like a textured paper almost, but like not like in a bad way, you know? It's like weirdly like it's not like soft. It's like dimpled. That doesn't feel right either. Oh, that doesn't feel right either. It's like you could probably see it's got like that texture along, which is really nice. All right. But yeah, I've been slowly but surely, like I said, keeping them together with like pins that I don't use. Love Jake Neutron stuff. Yeah, they make some good stuff. Send that over there. Here, unfortunately, is one that I'm not really a big fan of, but also this person is like a voiceover singer and performer, so like I kind of get why they have it this way. There is a level of professionalism that you kind of have to go with when it comes to like voice acting and stuff like that. You got to have like your face and your you got to have like your stuff, and that's kind of it. That's all you're allowed to really do. You could probably do more, but you'd have to really stand out, which I think is dumb. You know, this one I picked up for obvious reasons. Uh, it's kind of hard to avoid any place that has plush axolotls. That one that one's always really good. I like the little character standing next to their like QR code. I think that's a very good way to have the character, you know? There is this one here, Wanderella. Little tagline at the bottom, and then other side is two, like their shop as well as their Instagram, which is kind of strange. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like having one QR code for everything would probably be better, but I'm not smart. I am smart. I need to not put myself down. I am not experienced when it comes to I am not experienced when it comes to business cards. That is a better way to put it. Professional business cards should be seen by their presentation in mind. Not gonna lie, every single professional business card just being a photo and QR code is boring. Exactly. Here's this. Now only 25 cents. I promise this isn't like a coupon. Uh it was for the Madness I don't even know what they did. I'll be real. I'll look that up later. It looks like they do like I don't know, like stylistic drawings. Here's this. Like it's like they're like little playing cards. Like Julia likes cats. Look at that. That is adorable. That tells me everything I need. That like this is such a vibe of a thing. And then the other side just being like, you know, little thing and a QR code, just like, you get to utilize a lot more of the space this way. I'm not the biggest fan of the gloss, but like I understand why it's there. It helps protect the actual like design of the artwork a lot better. Let's see. Okay, and then we got my last one set of stuff here. And this one's the smallest of all of them, but there we go. Here's one for like a LARP group. They do some LARPing stuff, which is always fun. And then they just have the QR code on the back, which is kind of boring, not gonna lie. But I understand why. There is this here, which is a business card with like a really small QR code at the bottom, which I think probably is will be my go-to because I'm QR codes are kind of weird. But then having like just their full on background, there is nothing on the back, which is unfortunate. But this is with how this is like a much bigger type of card. That's probably like a limitation on where they're getting stuff. If I'm being frank. And the one you're all waiting for. We got Skies. Because I'm not gonna lie, seeing Skies professional stuff whenever I bought stuff has been like one of the biggest driving factors to me wanting to do more personalized stuff. Like, it's like there's a lot of effort put into this. It's kind of hard not to see this and be like, I want better for my own stuff. It's like that, like, it's adorable. You have your little profile icon with some little pizzazz. You got like a fun border. You got like your stuff at the top, explaining who you are, and then on the back, just your big old bold letters, your logo. And that's kind of like. It's like it's stuff like that where it's like that is an amazing business card. That's something I like. I'm not gonna lie. If I had more room in my wallet and I wasn't needing to plug myself more, I would probably show them that instead of like being like, hey, go look up this person's name, because like legitimately it's its own little thing where it's like, here is a thing, here's a thing for this person that I think is really cool, you know. Ugh. But yeah, that's kind of the entire sort of thing. That's kind of the that is what I have to work with at the moment, and I'm gonna see where seeing all those again is going to take me. You know him, you love him. It's Term. You know him, you love him. It's Greg. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it. Oh man, welcome in, welcome in. We just finished like going over some what were they called? Sorry, I'm moving stuff out of the way. Egg, egg. There we go. I should be able to. There we go. So I currently have a thing set up where I will be able to, like, if I can find, I just placed the pen down. There it is. I just set up a thing where I should be able to, like, this is roughly the size of a business card. They had like a template on the thing. So like this is going to be kind of what I'm going to use for my stuff. I'm hoping I will probably take it into like a other editing software to get like official stuff put down and stuff a bit more spaced out, but this is mainly going to be for like, what's it called? It's going to be for brainstorming, like stuff that I'm going to really enjoy. One way or another, I'm probably going to have like, what software are you using? This is the free version of Fire Alpaca. And this is mainly just because like it was the first thing I could get and it's what I understand as like an actual thing. But like, I can do art now. I can do art. And I'm very excited about it. I've done some animations, I've put some stuff up. I'm it's I'm in a very it's yeah, Fire Alpaca is amazing. And honest, like, I know before, like when I first got the tablet, I started off in like Krita, and it was a bit too much stuff for me to keep my brain on. Uh I definitely like this a hell of a lot more. Whether that stays will kind of depend on a lot of different factors. But yeah, that's kind of where I've been at the moment. But let's see. So, of all of these cards, I'm actually gonna open up some. I'm gonna quickly go through these cards again and have like some like qualities that I enjoyed about each of them. You know, that one's not. No, not that one. No, no, no. Like ones that I'm a bigger fan of, you know? That one, two QR codes don't make sense. No, no. There was one that had like a really small QR code that I looked at. Where is it? I've tried Krita and it's a lot. It is it is a lot. And I think it might just be because like Krita is I think closer to like a more professional software. I don't know. I am complete. I'm talking completely out of my ears right now. You know, like the only one I can think of that is even close to this is like this one. Yeah, this one with like the small tips for designing stuff. Don't make it too difficult, too detailed. Oh, absolutely. It's like one way or another. I'm thinking it would be nice to have like probably like a QR code down here. And this is all stuff like I will add at a also, I need to go to a pencil that I prefer. I've been using the sketchbook pencil the most just cuz it's scratchy and I like it. You know? There we go. QR code guy. Krita was 100% made to be a top-notch professional software. It's just too complicated for casuals. Yeah, which is a shame because it's like free. You would think the free stuff would be more, you know, open-ended and easier for a beginner to pick up on, you know? Probably a QR code with like a website, which I will be trying to make this year as well. I want to make my own website, you know? Like I want like I have my card. My card is nice. My card does a lot of really cool stuff. But it can only do so much and I being locked into a thing that isn't my own is, it feels wrong. Like yeah, it's cool, but also it's kind and I've done a lot of stuff that other people don't do with it, but it feels very cookie cuttery and I'm not the biggest fan of it, you know? I know I could make up for it by just, you know, like probably adding some more design details, but like I also want to have a bit more control over some of the stuff I've done. I know I was watching Shar not too long ago, and they were like working on some stuff. And they were showing off some really neat, like sort of aspects to some of the stuff they've done. Cards should have made their pro service called business, so they could have called it that way. They could call it business card. I love that. I love. That's actually a great fucking thing. Wait a minute. But yeah, we will. let me get my move this over here. I kind of like the border that Sky had, like the little. I don't know. I feel like it made everything feel a bit more cohesive, if that makes sense. Everything became enclosed within a space. So like some sort of border, maybe like a scrapbook border almost, where like things are, or like a photo album border. I don't know. Just like something that takes everything that I've that puts it all into one frame. It's a framing device. It's literally a frame. You know. Stuff like that. Also, I don't know why I'm not putting this on different layers. I should absolutely put this on different layers. Otherwise, I'm going to be kicking myself later, being like, why didn't you do that? There we go. Here, I'll put a thing here for now where I'm like, this is what I'm going for kind of vibe. There we go. Thank you for the care package, by the way. I got all the water I could need right here. There we go. I have like some little corner pockets here. Actually, I have tools that literally let me work with this. So there we go. Have like a see. Yeah, colors I'll decide later. Forgot to ask, how were the holidays for you? Oh, it was lovely. We had like a wonderful time. I got to, I got to hang out with my family somewhat. I made hella bank at work. Because everybody else was like, "Oh yeah, we're leaving to go to home," and I'm like, "Ha, cool! I'm gonna take all of those hours, especially that time and a half on the holidays." And that was pretty nice. We had a good time in that regard. I haven't gotten the check for that week, but I got the tips for that week, and ooh, something else. Got like $50 just from the Christmas day alone, because tips were only split amongst the people who worked that day. Okay. Yeah, we'll have a little website right here. Hmm. Actually, I don't have a job. I don't know how that stuff works. Okay, so essentially, at least at our store, and this is different for every single store out there. At least for our store, when people get tipped, what people also I'm gonna put a little uh I'm happy I can make notes now. There we go. I'm gonna explain how this works. Essentially, anytime that you tip one of your people, if you're going to, like, say Starbucks or something, because fun fact, that's where I work outside of streaming. uh as for where, that's up for you to decide. But essentially, anytime you tip the person, it gets added to their little tip jar. Those tip jars get collected, and then get added to the tips for the week, and that is put into the safe. At some point later in the week, the tips will all be collected, and uh, they will be all added up and divided by the number of hours worked, and then basically that will give you like a tip hourly rate, and then you end up getting like a certain amount of money per hour that you work. So, if tips end up coming out to like an extra dollar per hour, and someone works like 30 hours, that's an extra $30 that they will get at the end of the week, or so on or so forth. Now, when it comes to holidays, at least Christmas, our store specifically kind of does it on a volunteer system where people volunteer to work the holidays, and if enough people volunteer, we actually do it. The tips for that day are basically split away from the safe, and they are split only by the people who were working that day. So, alongside the normal amount of money that those people were making, they also get the excess amount of money. And on days like Christmas, that is a lot of money. To put it in perspective, I only get like maybe $20-$25 per week, working like almost 30 to 40 hours. Christmas gave me an extra $50 added on top of that. And as for overtime, really, it's just any hour past 40 hours, you get paid like time and a half. And that means that, if your usual pay rate is like $10 an hour, then, you'll make like $400 in a work week, and any excess overtime will be like $15 for every hour that you work past that. So say you have like 2 hours of overtime, you will get an extra $30 added on to that. Holy damn, that's a lot of money, right? Right? This is, of course, ignoring taxes and stuff like that, because that gets added in later, and it depends on where you live, how much you're going to pay for, you know. Christmas. The reason I bring up time and a half and overtime is because holidays, especially at places like Starbucks, we like when you are working a holiday, if you are at a place that is hourly that has good benefits, you will get paid time and a half, just outright. So basically, for the 8 hour shift, assuming you were making like $10 an hour, starting pay at Starbucks is more than this. I'm just using this for the excess stuff. Your hourly rate is actually 15 for that day. You multiply that by the 8 hours that you're spending at work, and that means that just for that day, you're making like $120 for like a single 8 hour shift, when usually you would only be making like 80. Now, I recently became a shift lead, and so I'm actually making more than that. I'm actually currently, I believe, making $20 an hour. And during Christmas, I was making time and a half, which means that I was actually making $30 an hour, which, if everything is correct, that means that I was making 60, 120, about $240 for that one. Wait, that's real good. Yeah, real good. It's like it's some good stuff. And like, some of that money is going to be taken out for like health insurance stuff and it's going to be taken out for taxes, but like that's a darn good amount of money that I'm going to get to take and keep. I feel I feel like half of my any art I'm starting to realize that probably half of any of the art stream that I do, it's probably just going to be me explaining something because I have the ability to draw whatever I want, you know? I can just be like, you know? Also, I am going to see if this right here, transform this one, see if I like it better down here. Real. It's just nice being able to like, would I like it better down here? Because then it like splits everything into like two different categories almost. I could make it look like a postcard actually. Like a little lighthouse postcard, you know? That'd actually be kind of sick. Let me. It's cash. They can't tell. Taxing trick my history teacher told me. If you get cash tips, just don't put down the correct amount, but put enough for it to sound believable. It's cash. They can't tell. Yeah. I mean, alongside that, also, if you're getting paid, like, it's illegal, so I don't support doing this. Hear me, government. I don't support it. Yeah, I don't support it either. But, like, I feel like they got bigger fish to fry. Like, it's not the people who are getting like their tips that are like the big tax fiends that they're really going after. You're looking for people who are trying to make like tax write-offs because they claim to have like a home office, but then they use it for like anything else. You know, it's like that's the people that they're really cracking down on. If we're being frank, honestly, they should be cracking down on the people who make billions upon billions of dollars, nearly trillions of dollars. But that's just me. That's just me. But yeah, I might make it like a postcard because like postcards will have like, come on, there it is. Postcards will have like a little like thing, you know? They'll have their little thing right there, and then they have like the address line, and each of these address lines could be like, you know, what I do, like, you know, something like that. And then you have like the different areas that you are primarily at, like Blue Sky or like, YouTube and like I don't know, some third social media that's gonna pop up. You know, just general stuff like that. Does your VTuber model have jeans or sweatpants? So in the outfit I'm wearing now, it is sweatpants. And that's just because that's how I do. I realize I haven't shared with you my new. Oh God, I haven't shared y'all my new ref. Guys, I have a new character ref. How have I not talked about? I just haven't been on stream, and that's why. And I got a hot minute ago, and so like my brain just has not. Yeah, I'll show it. I'll show it, and I'll share it in stuff after stream. Let me pull it up here. Let me browse this one. I need to go through my file system for it. Where did I put it? Okay, I didn't put it in. Where did I put it? You ever realize that like you just forget where you put shit in your file system? I'm just gonna have to re-download it. Give me a second. I'll get the official one in the server later, but like I'm just gonna share like the one that has like the AI like nightshade stuff on it, so that way it doesn't get like I don't know got. Oh no, I do have it. I'm just blind apparently. Okay, cool. Hey, there it is. I got some new outfits. You know, I'm so glad that cheat was added on. I had to make a file storage system that was like 400 folds. I heard AI and got terrified. I'm so glad Nightshade was added on. Heart attack simulator, bro. Yeah. I definitely should have like said the night. I just couldn't think of the thing. But yeah, Liz. I commissioned Liz for a brand new art version of me. With the floof and the little stuff. The colors are pebbles up top. With different outfits. I got my glasses and suspenders. I got my beach outfit. I got my like general just like hanging about, deep V-neck because why not? Just play shipwreck attire, I guess. Oh, but I'm very happy with it. I think it turned out really well. I think Liz did a phenomenal job. Definitely go check out Liz if you ever get the chance. Let me actually, yeah, go. That command isn't working. That one. Hopefully that worked. but yeah, I love how they've done everything. I love how they've just I love it. I love every bit of it. It is my favorite. It is my and I need to. I'm not sure why. Like I think I just like was like I'm gonna wait till like I get everything in place, and then like I'm gonna do it all at once, and then my brain just was like, hey, you have everything, and now we're done, and we didn't do anything after that. But yeah, never. I do apologize for the scare. This is me going on record and saying that I, Terminian Link VT, hate AI with a burning passion and will do my damnedest to make sure that it is never used within stuff that I am making. You know? I'm not going to try and promise that I will be perfect because sometimes, unfortunately, shit is getting way too, you know, they're trying to make it more easy. It's harder and harder to notice, and so survivorship bias. It's that thing with the planes and them, being like, ooh, we should. Exactly. Fuck AI. You know? That way it's like, hey, this is where you can find me at the place. And then this right here, would usually be where like, your messages would be. Uh but like maybe have this be like a scenic version of the lighthouse or something, you know? I don't know. Just have like one side be like a little postcard of the place. Let's see. You know? Does that make sense? This makes sense for like one side of for one side of the thing. Maybe. And I don't want to like I will say the one thing that I want to avoid is I don't want to put like my profile picture on it, you know? Cuz like, profile pictures change all the time, and that is the one thing I will say about Sky's, like business card is that like, at some point this business card will be out of date because you're just this little like goober face isn't going to be the thing anymore. It's a decent image, and honestly, it can work on its own. But like it's one of those things where like people see the round border and think, oh yeah, that's it. That's their icon. I should look for that. And so if it's ever different, you might end up confusing some people. I don't know. I This is me completely saying bullshit. Like I could be completely wrong, but also my brain is telling me it's right. So maybe it is right. I don't know. Here we go. I think I will take this for now. And I think the next part is I'm gonna try and get some like good colors, you know? One thing that I've learned when it comes to like also I shouldn't color yet. I should take this and I'm no, merge it down. That's also wrong. This one merge down. That way it's all on the same layer. Explosion Redeem's so funny I made art of it. I gotta see this. Oh no. Oh no. This would happen. I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen. The moment that like multiple that more than like two people so like understood that like the how the explosion redeem works, the more it was gonna get used. Like it is very good though, I will say. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna quickly. Yo, bad joke explosion redeem. Oh, I know. Honestly, it's been a hot minute since you've been here, Wooly. Like we got a. I know. Like I recently have fixed up Pitchfork's mood matrix. So essentially, I have done like a bunch of fucking spaghetti code in Mix It Up that will keep track of certain modifiers, and Pitchfork basically has an emotion value, and depending on what you do to Pitchfork, that emotion value will change. And then when you use the redeem how's Pitchfork, they'll say different things. Like they'll have a different group of things that they can say. So like, how are you doing right now, Pitchfork? Okay, apparently they are still squeaky. I'm not sure what that means. Let's try that one more time. I can't do it one more time. Gosh darn it. I actually don't know what emotion the squeak is. It might be. I don't think it'd be angry. What? What? Now Pitchfork shouldn't be angry about anything. You fixed it? I wasn't even here when it wasn't working. I didn't even know this existed. Yeah, for a while I. So, like, when I say I fixed it, I mean I tried to implement it and then it just didn't fucking work. And so I then spent, like, the next, like, three, like, 3 months probably trying to get it to work, being like, I think I fixed it, and then it not working in stream. And then I finally got it to work. And now it works. And I'm very happy about that. No. Actually, what am I doing? That did. Oh God. So I didn't realize it would only fill stuff that it would fill on, like, it's not filling on multiple layers, but like it's also not filling in fully. But yeah, it's a neat little thing. I also, because I have those values now, and I can actually make it so that I could use those values for anything. I could be like, yeah, when Pitchfork's upset, like current, if you change it at the top left to active layer, it only uses the layer you select. Wait, what? Top left. Oh! Oh! That's so good. See, this is why I do art streams on this is why I do it on stream, because I don't know how any of this works. I will keep that in mind, because that, I mean, the fill tool still seems like a great use outside of the stuff, but like, you know, on the paint bucket, yeah. But but yeah, like, because I have like that currently, I just have it so that way, depending on like what Pitchfork is feeling, like different actions will adjust their emotions differently. So like, sometimes when you head pat them, they feel, it will put them at ease. Sometimes it makes them upset because it's like they're feeling a certain way and whatever, and then it's different. Looks at the hex code to see if any colors are within the number you chose. Ah, okay, that's neat. But yeah, and then but technically I could use that value of emotion to change anything. So, for instance, right now, if Pitchfork is angry, let me actually look under the hood real quick. Let me see what Pitchfork's emotions are right now. Oh, there's also the Pebble Commander, where it is a point redeem that only activates, like it has like a 30-minute cooldown, but every time it gets used, it will put that person's name, whoever redeemed it, in the like actual like point redeem, and it will up the bounty by a certain amount. And I don't know when. I wanted to make it so it reset every stream, but I didn't get it to, and so now it's just constantly going up, and it is a redeem that will continuously go up in value and price, which I think is really really funny. Oh god. So currently Pitchfork has 3 negative, 0 positive for their drive, which means that they're less inclined, and their mood is 2 negative, 5 positive. So I think that puts them in shy at the moment. They're currently shy. That seems right to me. It's like a 9 emotion system. Like, with like, it's essentially four, like, two sets of like twin values that will get added together to make two sets of values, and then I can use those two values to decide where on like what. It's a lot of weird stuff. Yo. See, okay. All right. What am I doing? I dress up and they got it. It started on your Spotify. Oh, that's perfect. I love that. It's like, I'll be real, the main reason that did I made the emotion thing in the way that I did it. The entire reason that I even went out of my way to set it up is because I saw so many people using their like Twitch pet and being like, I'm gonna make it more realistic, and just putting like Chat GPT into it. And I'd be like, wow, you took you why? And it annoyed me so much because I'm like, you don't need a lot to make Pitchfork. You don't need a lot to make your chat pets feel alive. You just need a couple moments of like, you just need it to be a little bit serendipitous every here and there, here and there. and it will make it. People were watching horse races and making stories to go with it. You don't need the lying machine that burns down a forest every time you use it to make good stuff. God, I hate the AI Twitch things. Even like the AI TTS stuff. It's like I know I'm trying to find a way to make like I honestly, I'll be real. If I could like give Pitchfork like a Vocaloid voice synthesizer, I fucking would. But currently, this is the only thing that like currently I'm kind of stuck with the voices I have for Pitchfork. And I hope I can fix it at some point, you know? Cuz I want to fix it. I want to make something. I don't want to be reliant on any kind of AI stuff. You know? I don't want to, because it's a bubble, right? It's so shitty, right? It's like even now, it's like the voices that I'm using are TTS Monster, which some of them are okay, and then some of them are like, oh, that's just Moist Critical. I'm not even sure if you got the voice for Moist Critical, but like, I don't, I want to get away from it if I can. That reminds me, I've seen people feed Vocaloid stuff into AI. Why? There's a software. Why? Why? Why would you put it into an AI? It's an instrument. God. The worst part is it's probably a bit more difficult to notice that it's AI when it's fed into that because it's kind of synthetic already, and so it kind of blends in more. God, I hate the floor. All my homies hate AI with a burning passion. Fun fact: some of the most popular Vocaloid songs, new Tato voice, are actually all AI. They use software called SynthV, which actually AI enhances all the voice to make it sound more human. That makes me upset because some of that stuff, God, I can't wait for the AI bubble to pop. This is coming from someone who like plays like a robotic character. You can't replace that part. You can't replace that human part. They use AI to change the way you pitch the songs, adding more natural flowing pitch changes. God. I loathe. They try to say it's not bad because it runs locally on your PC, which means it doesn't use up water or trees. Uh, God. You can also turn these AI features off, which the song like Bird Brain does. That's good. I I know there was like a more recent Flavor Foley song that came out that I really liked, and now I need to go and do research on that because it I have no clue if it is or isn't AI. Because, you know, I assume it's not because the artist who worked on, like, the artist who did the art for the music video is pretty anti AI, and it would be weird if it wasn't. But, like, also, you know, sometimes people do stuff in music and you don't really think about it because you're not a musician. It's a human voice, a human who pitched it. Keep in mind, the AI just enhances it to make it sound more natural. Uh, Still, the fact that we can't even get away from it hurts. Still human work. Hate the AI though. Yeah. And don't throw it into the ether. Then it'll be all part of the ether. It just needs to be gone in general. No. Anyway, I do apologize for ruining the mood. Nah, no worries. I'm honestly happy you told me because now, but the songs like Butcher Vanity and Spoken For have more realistic voices telling of Veaston. Honestly, like, I appreciate it because now I can be on the lookout for it. I would much rather, like, I would much rather, like, deal with an ugly truth than a beautiful lie. You know? That's my personal belief. Is that I would rather people tell me what like something is how something is going than like, you know. That's I really like that little postman. It's a really weird postman, but I kind of dig it. The main issue is just not many of the songs are made using the old Vocaloid stuff anymore. Yeah. Now I mean, you know, you got to block the ones that are using the stuff. Ooh. All Miku songs use the regular AI free Vocaloid, which is good, and flavorfully is multiple people. So don't bring down all of them for one of their mistakes. I just avoid listening to the ones that use it. Valid. Valid. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Let's see. I'll probably just put like I'll probably just put like my see now I've pigeonholed myself into like three different things essentially. Cuz like I have my Twitch, I have my YouTube, and I have my Blue Sky. Blue Sky is kind of just for me to see what's going on. I don't really like I post when I post there sometimes. Speaking of, I didn't post to Blue Sky when I went live. I should probably do that. This gives me a chance to go ahead and do that. But yeah, absolutely. Like at the end of the day, half of this stuff is probably just like part of the reason this is so concerning at the end of the day is just that like the fact that it's getting easier and easier to see and it's getting lumped into more and more stuff, it hurts, you know? And that's a shame, but it's something that we can work with, we can work against, and we can eventually make sure isn't an issue anymore, you know? The There we go. And then I go to Twitch. There we are. And there we go. But yeah, it's like, along with that, try to have grace for some of the people who are creating nowadays, just because unfortunately we live in a world where literally anything could be AI, and it is an upsetting kind of thing. But there are always the people who are working on stuff and might not realize that's even happening. You know? Not to say that it can't be the case, but sometimes that just be how it be. Oh yeah, I was still working on these. All right. By the way, do let me know how this is going, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I just am, you know? Ah, that's why. AI is wrapped into so much stuff, it's horrible. I've had to avoid so much Friday Night Funkin' content because they used AI boyfriend voices instead of just pitching themselves up. God. Me out here being like, just like pointing to people who are like, oh, I need AI to do stuff. Just being like, pick it up. Pick up the pen. This is probably so frustrating to watch for some of y'all because you're like, you probably have like better ways of doing what I'm doing right now, you know? But honestly, I kind of dig the hand aesthetic of it, you know? Looks good, by the way. I like the idea of it being a postcard. Yeah, it's like someone visiting a place on their trip and just being like, "Look at this cool little place I found." I know at some point later this year I want to make merch, and one of the merch idea, it's so stupid. It's such a stupid idea, and I can literally throw it together in like 5 minutes probably. But I want to make a T-shirt that's like one of those like tourist attraction T-shirts. That's just like I went to the lighthouse and all I got was this stupid T-shirt. Oh God. Oh God. All right. I don't want to use content creator because I don't make content. I mean, I make content, but like I don't do my stuff because I make content. Now I need to decide. No matter what, they can get to my card and my website through the QR code in the website at the bottom. And that's another reason that I want to make like a website is that like I want to have a place that isn't social media, you know? I want to have one of those neo cities kind of stuff. I want to have my own place where like people can come by and they can see cool stuff. But like, they don't need, does that make sense? It probably does. Business email has to go on here. Do not, please. I'm realizing as I'm putting this in. May I recommend Straw Page? I might just do that. I think isn't that what Yonk uses? Right? Like Yonk uses Straw Page, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I need to move these down a tad.
Fun fact, Term's computer is called the Pebble because it rocks. Either that or because
Yeah.
it crumbles under pressure.
Like I said, Pitchfork, at some point we're going to get you a better voice than whatever this is. There we go. Full of customizations on the layout. It has things for people to send you questions or drawings. It's free. Some stuff is locked behind a paywall. I mean, I already pay for like Canva Pro at the moment, so like if I'm moving from Canva to a straw page, that's probably going to be equivalent. Hell, it might be cheaper. But I miss the old internet. I miss how things used to be. And I didn't even get to like experience it like everyone else did. I got to like see like it as it was dying out. I didn't get to see like I would see like bits and pieces, and then when it was finally time for me to be online, like everything started becoming all about social media. Everybody needed a Facebook page and a Twitter handle and a YouTube. And like don't get me wrong, YouTube was there, but like there were other sites. And so it feels like there was a lot more potential, you know? God, that's a long one. There's a way for me to do this. One sec. There we go. New Friday Night Funkin' update. No, it's just a collab song with the band, and it's only a minute long. Damn. Uh, that's how they get you, right? Before I move that, actually, I kind of want the text to be a different color. I think it would make sense if it were like a black pen kind of deal, you know? Also, before I get into that, let me finish making some of this. Uh Also, I don't want to put down streamer either cuz like I am a streamer, but I feel like that is not like what I want to be always doing, you know? Like I will continue to stream, but like I want to make stuff. Maybe creator, you know? Voice actor and creator. I just don't have to put content creator, you know? I don't have to do that. Oh, right. Protected alpha. There we are, voice actor and creative. You know, that feels better. That feels better than being like, I'm a content creator, you know? Like the word, yeah, you know? It's weird. Okay, and so I have my email. I should probably still have my Twitch. Because that is where I am most of the time anyway. And I should probably have my Blue Sky, because that is how other people can follow me and see my other stuff without needing to go to my website. You know, it gives them the option. You know? Everyone wants to be a content creator, but no one wants to tell people they're a content creator. I mean, to be fair, it's more like even the word content creator has a bad connotation now, you know? Like, because it implies that what you are making is content. You are making slop. You're making, like, something that can be put into an algorithm and hopefully do well. I want to make stuff that people feel. I want to make stuff that I enjoy. I want to, like, I do this for me. And if I'm able to get paid for it, that would be really sick. But I'm not gonna try and, you know, plead to some invisible algorithm to please, pretty please see my video and make me a Mr. Beast, you know, hype star or whatever the hell. You know? I want people to see my stuff, to watch it, to get a laugh, and maybe follow, and that's it. You know? I don't want them to sit around and be. I don't want to be here and be like, you know, speaking of the YouTube out, you know, and I'll probably have to at some point, but like, I don't want to. I don't want to do stuff just because, oh, the algorithm told me to. You know? Does that make sense? It probably does. Yeah, that's all it does. People are like, oh, you have to put like tags in the. You have to put like special keywords in the video file. And it's like, no. Who told you that? Who in their right mind told you that? Google has a whole document about how the algorithm works, and it dumbs down to if it's what a group likes and people don't click off in the first 3 seconds, then said group will get it. Yeah, it's like it's you know, it's one of those things where you see everybody talking about it, and it's like there's a part of that, like I will have that demon in my brain that will just occasionally just like be like, if you like optimized your stuff here, I bet things would you'd be doing a hell of a lot better. And I have to continuously tell myself, no, that's not how that works. I don't need to like I don't need to like completely destroy myself in order to get this stuff to work. Okay, yeah. I think I'm not going to put Blue Sky. I will probably put YouTube, and people can go to Blue Sky if they want updates from everywhere. Like, what I do is mainly on YouTube and Twitch, you know? There we go. There we go. Sorry, a friend just sent me a really funny meme. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's real good. I need to remember that for later. Never mind, the update is peak. Nice. I didn't know they put peak in the game. This is awesome. Nice. The entire in-game UI and a lot of the old sprites. No, no, you're all good, Wolves. Like that's the good thing about me being like me doing this art stuff is that like I'm not I don't have anything to really talk about, so y'all letting me know the cool stuff you're interested in gives me the ability to like, you know, it gives me the ability to see stuff. It gives me the ability to talk about stuff and be like, wow, that's neat, you know? The actually, can I? Probably can, right? I can probably bring this in. Yeah. Now I can use it as a reference tool. And I can always change the wording around later. But like, oh wait, I was like, why isn't it letting me do things? Maybe because you didn't finalize the transformation genius. I kind of like how they did the stuff for this, so I'm just gonna, you know. Yo, Olive, welcome in. How are y'all doing? Welcome to the Lighthouse. My name is Term. I'm the Axolotl of the Lighthouse. Axolotl party, you're in the right place. My name is Term. I'm the Axolotl of the Lighthouse. I do my best to create a calm and cozy atmosphere for those of us just trying to find refuge from the storms of day-to-day life. Seems like y'all were playing art as well. How was that, Olive, if you don't mind me asking? Also, 20 rats in a human suit. Wow, okay. It seems like a lot of rats, but I mean, I guess humans are kind of big compared to like rats, so I guess that makes sense. Hello, hello. What were y'all working on? Lost my mind drawing legs. How's the new drawing pad? I'm having so much fun. Let me turn off like the thing that I'm using to do like stuff. I'm working on a business card. I'm working on a business card. I'm having a lot of fun. Yes. Working on an L commission today. Nice, nice. I know I was hanging with L before stream. New drawing pad is so good. I'm having so much fun. Also, I realize y'all can't see the whole thing. We ate olives, mares, marbles. Ah. But yeah, I'm currently I'm thinking I'm gonna make it sort of like a business, not the business card, sort of like a postcard, where like one side has like my contact information and like maybe a message, and then the other side is like I don't know. I don't know. I'm doing some fun stuff. Like a Polaroid of Term at the lighthouse, you know? My mares. I had horses. Maybe. Maybe you did. But now not anymore. They ate them. Oh. Do by the way, do make sure to do your after stream care if you need to, Olive. I know like do your hand stretches, do your food and your stuff. Make sure that you're getting all the stuff that you need to rest. Yeah, you go enjoy that, okay? Crunch. Oh, but welcome in, Raiders. I'm currently working on a business card because I have gotten far too. What's the word? I have gotten far too just upset at whenever I try to like share people my stream or like I'm going into work and people are just like, "Oh, yo, you do stream? Where do you stream at?" And I have to do the whole like, "Oh god. Oh no, you're going to I can't just say it because like that's not going to tell you anything." Like saying Terminian Link VT, no one's going to be able to search that. I have horrible SEO and that is just a realistic kind of thing. Is there supposed to be music in the background? There is, and it probably just isn't loud enough. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, thank you for the follow, 20 rats. I hope that everything is going well so far. Oh, there we go. Wait, I've been listening to my own Spotify. I mean, honestly, that's valid. I just I understand usually I don't have music in the background because I'm usually playing a video game. And video game has its own music in the background already. But I'm happy that y'all let me know anyway. So I'll be real. I don't know why, but I imagine that like the beach of the lighthouse is not like a regular like sandy beach, if that makes sense. I imagine it's like a pebble beach. I imagine that it is not sand, it is a lot of gravel. And I don't know if that is good. There's probably like bits of sand in tide pools, but like part of me just, I think I like the idea of rocks and sea glass and seashells, like clicky clackies. Crunch, crunch. What we crunching on right now? Are you still crunching on the marbles? Are they my marbles this time? Rock. Good rock eaten to pebbles. Hell yeah. All right. Pebble gummies. Idea. I genuinely salivate at the thought of rocks and fossils, paleontology. Oh, you're gonna love this place then. You don't understand like the amount of like pebble kind of like stuff we got. We got enchanted pebbles, we got glitch pebbles, we got buy two get one free, we got your daily pebbles that are special, we got your regular pebbles, your shiny pebbles. We are just pebble planet over here, you know? We even have gunpowder. Uh-oh. Wait, no, wait. And thankfully, we also have the ability to regenerate. Because we are a lot of men. Is it because you're an axolotl? It is because I'm an axolotl. And also I just like rocks as well. Like I have like I like clicky clacky math rocks. I like regular shiny rocks. I love metal rocks that come on top of bottles. They call those bottle caps. I'm a big fan of those rocks that you find in the ground that look like they used to be animals. They call them fossils. Oh, but yeah, big fan, big fan. If you get me started on fossils, I will not shut up. Understandable, honestly. Honestly, today is the day to do it because it's an art stream, which means I'm kind of just like vibing. And so, like, as topics go. Here we go. Candy cane. Yo, Panda! We got a double raid today? How are we doing, Panda? Welcome in! Y'all were playing. It says y'all were playing Minecraft, but I'm pretty sure I saw that you said y'all were playing Celeste. Am I right in that? Am I right in assuming y'all were playing Celeste? Y'all were finishing that up, or was it actually Minecraft? Was was the mistake before or after? There we go. I started the Celeste and realized that Chapter 8 was locked behind a wall, so I switched to Minecraft. Yeah, they get you that way. It's like there is a way to get there, but like you're gonna have to go exploring a bit. I was watching paleontology videos earlier, and in one section it mentioned how this paleontologist described his feelings after being informed, and oh my goodness, fireworks. I saw a specimen of fish thought to be extinct. From that, I concluded that all of us are some form of neurodivergent. Listen, I anything that has to do with dinosaurs or like, you know, like animals that no longer roam the earth, like things that the average person would not be the most privy to. I feel like neurodivergency just kind of comes with the territory, you know? Hey, there we are. It doesn't help that my sibling asked if I was sure I don't possess autism. I don't, I think. Oh, I need to go eat some food. Have a great stream tonight, Term. Of course. You enjoy your food. Go and get some good rest. And that includes all you who are in Panda's chat too. You go and do your after stream care if you need to. Remember, rule zero of this stream and every stream that comes from this channel is to take care of yourself first before you try to take care of others. It's not selfish to make sure that you can be the best you can be for the people around you. Don't forget that. There we go. But I will say, if you do possess autism, you are in safe hands here. I also do not know if I have autism, but I am currently in talks to figure out if I do or not. I am currently working on I'm currently working on getting some form of like diagnosis, as it were, which is always very fun. Here we are. I have 80 of them HDs, though, that's for sure. Oh, ain't that the truth? Oh, it's good. It's good. Here we go. Ooh, hats are going to be coming in soon. Trying to get an official diagnosis for that. Mm-hmm. There we go. Honestly, when this ad break starts, I might get up and do a stretch myself. Because I've been sitting. Oh, no. Remember, a bunch of small strokes is better than one big stroke. I'm not sure if that's good medical advice, but that is good drawing advice. And I say that as a person who has no idea if what they make is ever good, and kind of is just winging it. It's fun to see you post all your new art with your drawing pad. It helped me get out of my art. Oh my god. It did! That's so. I'm so happy to hear that, Snyder. Oh my god. Thank, that's like the best compliment I could have gotten. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey. I was literally just talking about being like, oh yeah, during this ad, I'll probably go and get up and take a rest. And then I didn't. I love seeing it. Please don't stop. I don't plan to. If I ever do stop, it is not going to be because I am putting down the pen forever. It is because another hyperfixation has grabbed my brain. And it will have to sit there and kind of deal with that fight for a little bit. I deal with the things that my brain goes through like Dark Souls bosses. I say, having never beaten or really played any lengthy amount of a Dark Souls game. I feel like I'd be okay at it. Your art tastes like those swirly marshmallows. I am happy. That is actually really. I like that. I like that. This is my first time doing. Well, not my first time, but like the past like week has been my first like foray into like digital artwork. And so like, like this right here was done by Liz, so I can't take credit for that. Let me actually show how this is coming along by like currently this is how the business card is coming along. I think it's coming along pretty good. I'm hoping that I can keep it going because like this is looking real nice and I like it a lot. There we go. Oh wait, then I probably want like a lighter blue than the sky. Is that magma or am I tweaking? Magma? I think it's just the brush. It probably is just the brush. Do I give it a night sky? I mean, night sky probably is better, but like I might keep the. I'll maybe I do the night sky for the other side. Yeah, yeah, that'd be good. Maybe. I don't know. I'm still deciding. One sec. I'm gonna test something out. Hmm. The colors kind of are better for like that I've chosen are better for a daytime, but I should be able to fix that, right? I don't actually know how lighthouses work. So like lighthouses essentially are like their whole idea is that like they're meant to like emit a large amount of light specifically to let like sailors know that like they're getting close to shore and more importantly close to a lot of rocks and stuff like that. So then when you have days that are stormy, like they can be safe. And this will usually be like not just light, but with like foghorns and stuff like that. Let's see if I can. I might be able to fix this by just like adding a layer up here and adding a darken. That did nothing. Hmm. I've been in one, but got scared of the steps. Valid. Hi, just got off work. Nice. I might leave it as is. Like, I can. I really only. Like, if I wanted to make this better, I would probably have to change, like, all of the colors and, you know, we live in a fantasy. There's no reason to stick to tradition, you know? I can just say that I live in a magic one. That the lighthouse is magical. And you like them apples. Can't say that light won't spread out. The end of the day, it's just for a business card, and I'm probably gonna Gaussian blur a lot of the stuff here and put like a letter on the other side. Embrace whimsy and chaos. Magic. Whimsy. Absolutely. Let's see. Hmm. Let's see. We will. Why did it do that? Oh, wait. That'll work. All right. Blur. There we go. No. Wait, we can jump here? Yay. We got little jumps, we got little games. There's a little thing that actually puts you inside the lamp. There's like a little point redeem. Evil. Oh, that's good. Hmm. Do I see a new friend? You do. Their name is 20 Rats in a Human Suit, so you play nice. Hello. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hello, Rat Man. Oh, right. There we go. This is a little trick that I learned a little while back. Is like if you're ever wanting to have like a unified like color or like a color scheme, make sure to have the background be like a certain thing. Make your stuff and then like I'm so tired of spelling. No worries. And then like after having your drawing, like having it be like a certain opacity down on top of another color so it unifies the color palette. You can thank YouTube for that little fun fact. Found a good way to make a shade from YouTube. It's nice because the rendering makes me angry. Congrats on 600 followers. Yeah, on YouTube. I'm very happy about it. I'm surprised that like we hit that just cuz like I'm surprised we hit 500 to be fair cuz I rarely ever upload. I've been trying to upload more and this year is kind of me trying to get down to brass tacks in that regard, but like I can only do so much. There we are. I love pennies. Very nice. Then I'll deal with the border in a sec. Pennies are the embodiment of chaos in terms of money. Their entire existence was to cost the government money at all times, and that's why I love them. Yeah, you're definitely gonna need to get all your pennies together since like they're like they're starting to like phase them out now, which is unfortunate. It's a real shame if I'm being real. It just sucks we can't get exact change now. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. We need to make an entire rock based currency. I mean, why do you think I use pebbles? Pebbles are they're just easy. I'm about to do something. Like wait, what? Like they're just a great sort of thing, you know. Speaking of Pitchfork, like what's your opinion on the pebble currency? You are very squeaky today. Are you okay? This is like the third time. Okay. There we go. Hmm. Gems. There we go. How does that look for a business card? Like the other side will have like my little guy and it'll have a draw. I'm thinking the other side will be like a drawing of my little guy and then like my logo, you know? Peak. Yeah. I like the postcard theme that I got with it. You know, there is one other thing I can do. There we go. Okay. Alright. Mm-hmm. There we go. That works. Hey, Term, what would it take for me to get one of those business cards? At some point, currently, I am reworking my merch site, and I'll let y'all know when I start doing it. But I want to. One of the main reasons I am making these is so that way I can start sending it out with merch. So that way, I have like, people being like, yeah, here's a business card, here's where this thing came from, as well as making stuff a bit more personal. Cause like I've kind of just been letting Fourth Wall do a lot of the stuff for me, and I feel like that is a missed opportunity. You know? I feel like I've been kind of letting stuff work on its own and just letting it do stuff. I like it's once I rework all my merch stuff, I want to start packaging stuff up, you know? Cuz I do not get enough merch orders to where that would be an issue. Warranty. Mhm. Let's see. Trying to say water. Little bag of gems and broke open a geo, but I genuinely can't remember where I put them. Oh, there we go. And the other side, I'll probably do a more like a my character logo behind them, background of the lighthouse behind that, like a close up selfie kind of deal. That seems like the best idea. I was so thirsty. Okay. I think that is where I want to leave stuff for now. Maybe. Yeah. There we go. Let me just save as card 1. Just front. There we go. There we go. And with that, I think that is about all I can really do for now. So I think I'm going to quickly send y'all off. Just give me a sec. I will meet y'all at the dock. Okay. Man, that was fun. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. Let's go ahead and see if we can find y'all someone to raid. Because that shouldn't be too hard, right? Let's see, who are we sending y'all off to? Do I have any friends who are currently live? Let's see. Thank you for streaming. Thank you, Snyder. I appreciate it. Ooh, Noct is doing. Let's just keep the Arc Trainer rolling. I'm gonna send y'all off to Spectral Noct. Looks like they're having some fun, doing some more art. So I'm gonna send y'all off. Thank y'all so much for dropping by. There we. That's. I just typed it in. I didn't do the raid. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. There we go. We love the art train. I love the art train. Care. Yeah, you all take care as well. Thank you all so much. Goodbye now. Check out the links if you care to. I'm not going to go too deep into them. Oh. Big stretch. See you later.